I think I owe you an apology for not posting on YouTube for a couple of months. I'm sorry, from now I will try to be more consistent. There was a reason for that hiatus, and I feel better now and ready to talk about it. Until this day, a few of my most popular videos on the channel are videos about Infinity Nikki, but due to many reasons I don't play the game anymore, and in fact I also regret creating coverage for it. Hi, my name is Annie, and let me explain why I decided to drop Infinity Nikki from both players and content creators' perspective. For context, I'm not only day one Infinity Nikki player, but I have also participated in the closed beta test and I have played previous game in the Nikki series. So let's start from less significant reasons to drop the game and move progressively to the most crucial and important for me. Infinity Nikki is slow, and not because there are so many things to do, but because developers are artificially making it slow for you. In order to progress in the main story, you need to craft outfits, and when in the beginning of the game few apples was practically enough to make a new dress, it gets harder and harder and harder. Your daily routine basically becomes catching every single creature on the map, and oopsie, you reached the daily limit, see you tomorrow, and God forbid you need a rare materials from the creatures that are only one on the map. Yes, I know that energy system or sort of grinding exists in every online game nowadays. Here it feels so limiting exactly because you need a lot of materials that are obtainable only through the realms challenges. And have I mentioned unskippable story quests that are partially voiced? I wonder if it's only Ian version of the game, or does characters stand there with their mouths closed and barely any animation on every language. I'm sorry, but if developers do not care about making the quest voiced and more interesting, I also do not care and gonna smash that skip button. Infinity Nikki was launched in December last year, and since then there are still a lot of technical issues that game has. I specifically downloaded this game again for the video, and yep, clothes are still clipping, characters get stuck in weird places, T-posing in random moments. All of this is unfixed since the release. Core mechanic for a recent update, the hand holding is like... it looks ugly, okay? Players are complaining about constant crashes because even if you're not planning to do co-op, game forces you to go through a bunch of an Ultra HD cutscenes, so rape your PC. And people who actually engage in co-op gonna be met with high ping and regular disconnections. That's exactly what happened in Ironmouse sponsored stream.
Oh!
Wait, you left my world!
No, I didn't.
It said that you left my world.
You left my world.
Oh, we probably got disconnected.
Yeah, let me invite you.
Re-invite me.
Co-op is unavailable in your current location.
Oh, maybe because of the area that we're in? If you teleport, it will let you invite again.
Game were literally kicking them out of co-op for no reason. And even if you go and check the patch notes for the optimization update, you're gonna notice that this optimization related only to the new paid outfits. Lack of testing in this game is seriously disturbing. Not gonna lie, previous games in the Nikki series cannot be called free-to-play friendly, but Infinity Nikki was originally advertised as a single-player world exploration experience, when previous games had a PvP arenas, so you kinda was motivated to spend money on the game to get the best rewards. In this Nikki, it just doesn't make sense. That's why I was super excited on the game launch. Cute game where you can log in once in a while and wander around exploring new areas and not worrying about spending. But developers, instead of focusing on the actual gameplay, kept pushing and pushing more new outfits when old ones still had a lot of bugs and clipping. Feature that players asked for a long time, ability to recolor outfits, was added to the game by the latest patch. But man, oh man, for free you're gonna get only few of the most ugliest and dull colors that you can imagine. Want more? Go and grind dailies for special recolor materials. Or you can buy this new fancy bundle. And even then, some color option would still be locked behind outfit duplicates. So if you want to look pretty, you need to gamble. If you're interested in a more detailed list of where Infinity Nikki devs have messed up, I will leave a link on the long Reddit post from a day one player, the same as me. Overall sneaky approach on banners when you pull only 4 outfit pieces and not an entire set is predatory. I understand why recent unannounced PT increase was a last straw for a lot of players, and 30 pulls of an apology is a spit in the face of a player base. They're gonna get you only 1 5-star piece guaranteed, but you need 11 to unlock an ability. Silencing your own player base is never a good idea. And developers' greediness shows not only in banners. If you're looking into the game, you will see so many pages where games suggest you to buy something, anything. It screams, please give me your money. But most of it is just crap. These outfits that you will get as a top-up reward is worse on stats than a default one. How does it make sense? And talking about stats, average free-to-play player experience in this game about style looks like an ugly mess of different pieces that are good by just raw numbers. I find it a bit ironic. Infinity Nikki is not about beauty, and actually it never was. It's about selling your more. According to developers, the only thing that you're supposed to do in the game is to pull for the new outfits and make photos in them. That's it. Now moving to the content creation part. Infinity Nikki target audience is pretty niche, and I would say that currently game has little to no competitors. Making videos about the game was exciting at the beginning when players wanted to know more about it, but soon it started to be really dry. But I applied for an Infinity Nikki content creator program. Anyone can do that actually, the link is on their official website. But you need to go through the review from the developers team. And I got an official offer from them. I was very happy and super excited at that moment until I read the text. On the requirements, they asked their content creators to make 1 full-length video per week, which were quite often considering the game has barely any new gameplay content, and reward for making this regular promotional video would be 700 diamonds per month, which is less than $8 of an in-game currency. I mean, Chinese gacha games were never famous for being generous to their EN content creators. But the worst part for me was that they asked me to sign an NDA in order to join their Discord channel. Again, I need to disclose my legal information, my ID, my real address, phone number, just to get an access to the Discord chat. You need to understand that I value my privacy very much. I don't use my real face. Annie is not my real name. And I barely talk about my personal life because I do not want my VTubing activity to affect my job. So this requirement was like a knife in the back for me. I was shocked, stressed, and anxious. It was my first big company offer experience, and it felt like a scam. I rejected the offer, and since then, I couldn't even play the game because of how bitter I felt. I stopped making videos entirely because I felt like I'm betraying the viewers who specifically subscribe for Infinity Nikki content. It all was in January, time have passed, I had a conversation with my friends, bigger content creators, who helped me realize that I did nothing wrong, that their offer is really suspicious, and it's actually good that I rejected it. I think I was waiting for some sort of an appreciation from developers, but it looks like they don't respect their CCs the same way they don't respect their own players. Thank you so much for watching this video. It was not easy, but I needed to take this off my chest. Sorry, no more Infinity Nikki videos on this channel. But you can leave a like and subscribe for other games content, visit my Twitch, and as always, have a great day. Bye-bye.